welcome to all our Safari family, friends and subscribers. It's Clive Safari Dad Curtis, and we are here at Mabibi in Zululand. And I thought I'd give you an updated rundown on the status of Mabibi as of March 2024. And we came through about 3 or 4 days ago and made our way in from Mkuzi.
I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. I know.
So come from Mbazwan and head through the coastal forests that are the link between Lake Sibaya and the sand dune and the ocean, and just drive along the edge of the lake and get to Mabibi that way. It's really worth it. It's really pretty. Here we are on the shores of Lake Sibaya. This is a really cool lake. This is the largest freshwater lake in Southern Africa. And this is on the way to Mabibi. We drove through Mbazwan and we came down a district road that kind of hugs the shore of the lake, between the lake and a big coastal forest sand dune, and it heads up towards Mabibi. It's probably about 15 minutes drive from Mabibi, so it's really close. But this is the largest freshwater lake in Southern Africa. It spans about 7,500 hectares, or 77 square kilometers. So it's a really big, clear freshwater lake. There are some hippos and crocodiles in here, as well as all your freshwater fish species, especially tilapia or bream. But it's a really pretty place. So yeah, we just popped in here on the way to Mabibi to have a look, and really pretty and really worth having a look at. And as you come through the gate into Isimangaliso and you wind your way through these sandy roads, you'll eventually get to the little entrance gate of the campsite, which is open. And just at the entrance there's some crafts ladies that are selling basketware and some local curios. So always great to support them if you can. And then you go through the little entrance gate and park. There'll be a little round rondavel on your right hand side, which is the reception. Very basic. I think the hours are from 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock. And you just sign in there, do whatever payments or whatever needs to be done. There is ice there, and that's about it, not much else. So I think it's 30 Rand a bag of ice, and then you can also order your firewood from the ladies here. And I think it's also 30 Rand a bag of firewood.
So there's a pygmy kingfisher in the tree, and it's new for my bird list, and now I got all the kingfishers in South Africa. I'm also excited because this is my last kingfisher in South Africa, because I've got all of them now.
Okay team, so it was a it was a mad rush getting to Mabibi when we got through the campsite gate, because the kids were so excited to get going, and we were kind of just getting in time for low tide. So we quickly checked in at reception. We are staying at campsite number 5. Fantastic campsite, but I'll give you a rundown later, because the reason for the rush is the kids want to get down to the beach and do some snorkeling while we're in low tide. So we haven't even set up camp. We're kind of just leaving everything as is, and we're going to hustle down the steps and make our way to the beach. Let's go and do some snorkeling and sort out camp a little later. Hannah says it was 62 steps going down, but it's fine. It's 100% doable. It's not as bad as the one at Nino's pub in Ponta in Mozambique. It's a magnificent, quiet beach out in front of you. And off to the right, we typically tend to move off to the right towards the rocks, but there's rocks pretty much right out in front of you as you pop out, and then all the way along and all the way around the bay, which lend to fantastic snorkeling. So obviously wait for the tide to go out and jump in there with the kids, and just fantastic fish, awesome fish, awesome sightings. We saw lots and lots of stuff. Most of them I don't even know what they are, but we did see octopus, and we did see lionfish, so that was really cool. settled in and had a good time down at the beach and snorkeling. It's been absolutely fantastic. Now we have set up camp here in campsite number 5 at Mabibi, and it's actually turned out to be a really awesome campsite. So I'm going to take you for a little run around, a little walk through our camp and how we've got it set up, and later on I will take you on a little bit of a tour of Mabibi campsite and show you what the different campsites look like. There are people in some of the campsites, so I'm not going to go and infringe on them, but yeah, let's show you around our campsite. So number 5, you can see there's an entrance down here, and you work your way down. 5 and 6 are close together, and they're the closest to the walk down to the beach, and 5 is the closest campsite to the ablutions as well, I think. So it's really convenient, really nice campsite. So yeah, as you come into the campsite on the left hand side, quite a lot of shade in here, so that's why I decided to put my tent down here in the shade. I suppose quite a few people will park their vehicles, but it's the only real good shade you've got in the campsite. So it gets hot here, you might want to pitch your tent down here in the shade like I have. So that's pitched down there, a little bit of a runoff, so if you do get storms and rain, you might need to just persuade the water to move on and not come and accumulate in your tent. And then this side here, we've got a water tap over here, and the rubbish bin obviously you can move around, and a central fire pit here it's kind of old and outdated, with your walkway up to the toilets there. But yeah, a great tree to hang towels and string up lines to dry stuff. I think I didn't really want to use the fire pit itself. I'd rather use our own RSI fire, a little braai. So kind of parked in a way that I'd cut that off and use the shade from the sun, and tuck ourselves into the corner there, into the forest a little bit, to be able to sit in the evenings and have a braai, or during the heat of the day be able to get out of the sun and string up the hammock as well. But let's take you through a little run around the vehicle and our camp setup for this trip. This trip we didn't bring the trailer, we just wanted to do rooftop and an external tent. So yeah, let's have a look here. We were fortunate to see a snake, a common purple gloss snake eating a legless skink, which was quite a special sighting. There's 8 campsites in Mabibi, and there's a 9th, which is a sort of a backup reserve campsite, which is close to the chalets. They don't typically lease that one out, But we were in campsite number 5, and we took a walk around a camp and had a good look at the different sites. Now 5 and 6 are fabulous campsites. They're the closest to the walkway heading down to the beach. Number 5, which we were in, is probably the closest to the ablution facility. There's a really nice ablution facility with a gents to one side and a ladies off to the other, with about 3 showers and 3 toilets in each and a basin. Really nice and clean, well maintained, well kept, and the same on the ladies side. Then number 6 is closest to the walkway. It's a nice low set, quite a large campsite, lots of shade in there. And then you work your way, if you're working from the bottom, you work your way around to campsites 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7 and 8. And personally, I think campsite number 1 of 1, 2, 3 and 4 is the nicest. It's the biggest. It's a little bit further away. Got lots of shade, lots of trees, hang hammocks up, etc, etc. But they're all pretty decent. They're all pretty level. I think 8 and 9 or 7 is probably my least favored one, and I think it was number 8 was on the top, was pretty decent. So yeah, nice campsites, lots of shade. Each have got running water in the campsite, a rubbish bin. Like any campsite in Zululand, watch out for the monkeys, the vervet monkeys that come through. They're always a menace, and the samangos and banded mongoose through here. There's a bit of wildlife in camp. There's red duiker in camp as well that we saw. Further around in the loop of the campsite, there are 3 cottages or chalets, if you want to call them that. Really well appointed, really basic, but all you actually need for coming to Mabibi. They're canvas walled with some brick internal walls and wood and a roof. As you come up the stairs, they're elevated, they're on platforms. Some have a slight view of the ocean from them. And then as you come in, you've got a fully furnished kitchen with a microwave oven, gas stove, fridge, utensils, sink, tables, everything that you need to have a comfortable stay. And then you head through, there's a little bathroom on your left hand side with a toilet and a shower. And then head through, then there's 2 little bedrooms next to each other. And the first bedroom you walk through, and it's got 2 single beds, and you walk through that bedroom to get to the next bedroom, which has a big, I think it's queen size bed in there. Beds are fully linened up. They've got pillows, duvets, there's towels. The rooms get serviced every day. Absolutely magnificent little chalets to be able to come and stay. It's kind of like glamping really, without having to set up the tents, and just have a wonderful stay there.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up a love fast, we update car to live best because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have
Happy Easter everyone, and I hope you have a nice Easter and you get lots of chocolates.
We just had Easter in Mabibi. This is my favorite little one. This is my favorite. He looks funny.
So yeah, all in all, Mabibi gave us a wonderful stay. We had a bit of bad weather, unfortunately, but that can happen at any time, at any place. But we made the most of the days that we did have down on the beach, and it was absolutely magnificent. We just missed the turtle hatching, or laying at least, and then the hatching, which happens again from sort of October, November, right the way through to February and early March. And we're end of March now, so we just missed the last of the hatchings. But yeah, we plan on coming back if we can in December to see the leatherbacks and the loggerheads coming out to lay and moving back into the ocean. This is a really great place to see them. So yeah, Mabibi, fantastic place, great, and we'll definitely be back. Okay, so we have just met an awesome family here in Empangeni on the way home from our trip in Zululand. Vilana and her husband and kids, and she's the owner of a really cool clothing brand called Rattle Online, or Rattle, and she's got an online a store and various outlets around KZN and Cape Town and all over the place, and some really cool clothing. So they were very kindly sponsored us a whole bunch of t-shirts and hunting shirts and caps and fellies and shoes. So yeah, big shout out to Rattle. You guys are absolute champions. We really appreciate it, and please check the link below for the link to their website, and go and have a squiz and see their products. Thanks a mil, guys, really appreciate it.